Hi everyone, it's Robert from MusoFinder. I wanted to take a moment to introduce you to our new search facility. So when you log in now, you'll be taken straight to the search facility rather than as previously, which would have been to take you to your Update My Profile. And what you'll find here is there's a facility for entering your location. You can type some text into a search field, which will search through the entire database, or you can select skills or ability, or musicians wanted it. It's an interesting label for that. That's where people are looking for musicians with a particular skill. So for instance, if you're a guitarist and you want to find people who are looking for a guitarist, this is where you would select, guitarist here. And services offered if you're looking for a depth musician, session musician, or teacher, what genre of music you're interested in. Now, and what gender. So all these different things act as a filter against your search results. But if we just start with the location, you'll notice there's a grey pin that turns blue when you hover over it. If you were to press that, it takes your current location. It will ask you if you are happy to use your current location, as it's a browser security feature. But you can just go ahead and type something in. And we use a facility called Google Autocomplete. And this basically makes it much easier for you to enter a location that Google will recognize. So I live quite near Bournemouth on the south coast of England. So let's have a look in my area. You see it comes up straight away with things beginning with those letters. So we'll select Bournemouth, UK. And straight away you'll see it shows us the lovely seaside town of Bournemouth. Now what it shows you is a cluster of 19 musicians here, and there's one musician here. Now you might infer from that there's only 20 musicians in Bournemouth. That's not the case. All it's doing is, if you look down the list of musicians, you'll get to a page selector at the bottom here. And basically that for a regular desktop laptop is set to 20. So you'll only ever see 20 shown on the map here. And it doesn't matter how far you zoom out, you can zoom out and see the whole world, you'll only ever see 20. But you then have to move to another page to see another group of people here. It's not ideal, and I have put in a request to try and get this feature adjusted, because I find it frustrating if I'm looking for musicians. But at least, having seen this video, you'll understand how it works, and that's really one of the reasons why I wanted to put this video out. So if we now narrow the search down a bit, so if we're, say, looking for a particular musician, say I'm looking for a drummer, now what it will do is it will refresh the list, and it will only show you people who are drummers. And so that's all the drummers we've got in this area. So there's 13 drummers in this area. And of course you can zoom out a bit if you're looking further afield. Now you see what it's done here. You had a whole load of drummers here, but now you've got 10 over here, and you've got 1 over here, and you've got 1 here, and 1 in Christchurch. That doesn't mean those 10 have disappeared. It just means that in the list, which is automatically sorted on people who have most recently logged in, because one of the comments I've received from people is that it's just nice to know that the people you're looking for are regular users of MusoFinder, rather than someone who created their profile 10 years ago and has forgotten about it. So you see there's many more pages of people. But of course you can narrow the search down even further. You see I've just selected another page there, and it's picking up a different selection, but it's all people within this area. Oh, and you can see there's 10 people over here in Southampton. So if I want to narrow it down, one thing you might want to do is look for an expert drummer. Now, it's come back and said there's no one found in this area. Please expand the search. Now, the reason why you might get that with the ability selection is that this is a feature brought out a few months ago. So a lot of the accounts on this system people haven't filled out their ability. But don't worry, just go ahead and search anyway. So if we zoom out, we sort of zoom out a bit to try and find us. Here we go. Here's 2 people that have marked their account to show that they're expert drummers. So this is Ben Armstrong and Matt Rouse. So yeah, we can keep sort of narrowing down the search by the filters, or we can look for a particular field. So let's have a look at this guy, Ben Armstrong. Now this is a nice profile. I have to say a lot of people don't seem to worry too much about putting like a photo and a cover photo in, but it really helps for people when they're looking. And also seeing a video is a great way of promoting yourself. It's a really important thing to do. So this guy's got a really sort of comprehensive, well filled out profile. So we just go back and let's skip out of the ability check, because otherwise we don't have too many people to play with, do we? So you might find you get this sort of wheel spinning around. Don't worry about it. That's just the software searching the database. It takes a little while. So let's look at the search. So if we were to look for, so we've already looking for drummers, but maybe you want drummers who have a particular influence, or you're looking for some keyword in their profile. So let's look for someone who might be influenced by, let's say, Phil Collins. You never know. There might be someone out there with that influence. So, wow, there's one person in that area who has Phil Collins as their influence. That's interesting. A guy called Dave Legg. Now, it's a shame that he hasn't got a photo, because it would be cool. And what you'll find is, under influences, he's got Phil Collins. So you get the way that it's sort of working here. It's a really helpful, powerful way of looking for people, and a significant improvement on what we had before. Just really why I wanted to do the video, just to get people familiar with it. Well, that's it from me. I plan to do a lot more of these videos to introduce people to new features as they become available. So I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.